I hope the sound works well also. Hi guys,
Yeah,
it's Nico. This is the
right.
Consensus channel, and I'm in a
Clear.
undisclosed location on my mobile, so I hope the connection works well. I just wanted to drop in quickly to announce a new exciting show. I've been wanting to do this a long time, to have more shows weekly, hopefully weekly, or even more often than that, or less often than that. And here's our first Consensus show, in addition to the Monday night Consensus that is run by me. So pretty excited to introduce you to Ricardo from Rico Coin Report. He's been on my shows a couple occasions, and now he's about to have his own show right here on Consensus Network. So pretty exciting time. So Rico, why don't you tell everybody what your show is going to be about, and also a little bit about your background. How did you get into cryptos, and what's your kind of philosophy and take on that?
All right, yeah, well, let me get into it. I kind of talked a little bit about this when I first started my show. I came into cryptocurrencies in the space of blockchain in the end of, well, this actually would announce three years as of this month. So I found out about it in 2015. I was living in New Zealand. I was trying to figure out what I could do to almost live off the grid and how to make my life more of a minimalist, but with maximal strides. And I ran into Bitcoin from a friend of mine back in America, and it first was just about Bitcoin, and then she gave me this thing about Ethereum, and then all of a sudden I got, the first thing you get is just the first two, and then you get shilled a ton of things. But first I wanted to just wrap my mind about what this whole thing was, and I've always studied just like barter and trade because I work as an entrepreneur. So I was like, this seems like a sound money. This seems like a good idea. And from that point, I started doing lots of research, and I thought, the best thing I can do right now is understand this technology, okay? And the more I got into it, the more it grew and became like almost a new means of hope, in a world of control, all right? And that's how I look at the world as an entrepreneur. I'm always getting taxed a lot. It's hard to make your own company work, and you have to be working all the time. And it's not a free life, none of this is. And backstory, guys. So I got back into it 3 years ago, and I wanted to understand the fundamentals. And I've gotten so far in, but then I always, you get busy with life. So I thought, this is the best time for me to talk about the fundamentals out loud, to teach myself, to teach you guys, and to bring all this information to my audience, and then collaborating and getting it to the audience in Finland, the audience in Germany, all over Europe, and through the Consensus network and communication community that Nico has creatively built. I very respect your work drive and your ethic. You're always doing something different, whether it's in your country or another country. I'm really respectful for that. And I look at you as not only a peer, but as a colleague, but as a teacher. So I appreciate the opportunity to do this as well.
Thank you, Rico, for the kind words. And I appreciate you for actively coming to my shows as well, and putting up this content. This is really, we are the pioneers, and we are the trailblazers here. We gotta somebody has to take the message there first, and then the others will follow where somebody's been already. So that's why we gotta try different things. If something works and something doesn't work, we can do something else, and keep an open mind about it. So that's also what this Consensus is about. We try different things, different shows. We get some feedback, hopefully, for you guys. So if you guys are in the chat, and do remember to also like and subscribe to our channel. And let's keep it interactive. Like you tell us what do you want to see, because that's the goal here, to provide quality content that you guys want to see. And yeah, we'll just build from there. So Rico, why don't you tell everybody what your show's name is, and what are your plans for this show on Consensus Network?
Definitely. So the ABCs is for everybody who wants to bring their mom, wants to bring their neighbor, wants to bring somebody from maybe across the world, whether it's a fellow backpacker, whether it's a fellow employee. You want to just break it down to a basic minimum. Okay, these shows is going to be rapid fire, meaning we're just going to give you the basic fundamentals. Okay, we'll probably have some graphs and pictures drawn out as well, some links for you guys to go to, some what places that you can actually use to share on Twitter, and also in your own, if you wanted to learn how to actually code and stuff and promote your own shitcoin, on Ethereum network or something. Well, I really want to delve into the actual case use, because you gotta get your hands into the dirt and get dirty, but you have to know what your tools are, how to talk the language, and even just reading the programs of the blockchain, and these bips in the GitHub and all these forks and information that's right there, but it almost doesn't make sense. So I want to get to the technical aspects as well. And it's really going to be throughout the week. Okay, we'll probably do about 2-3 shows a week, maybe 4 to 5 if I can do some quick content. That way you guys can get it, send it out to your friends, and keep up on the lingo, okay? And then from there, I want to eventually talk about the ideals, okay? And I know that we're going to have some guests speaking. I've already got guests lined up for the show, and they're going to be talking more about the ideals behind it. And we're going to be talking about different types of blockchain and what the blockchain's happening in the world of cryptocurrency. Okay, these altcoins. And I talk a lot about the altcoins lately in my channel, just because the eyes start to turn when Bitcoin drops. And if you have money invested into it, you get to see what really stabilizes and what really comes out on top. And there are some beautiful tools being created on a lot of different networks, and we're just so unaware of it. So I want to create a space for everybody to be able to talk about different blockchains, okay? This isn't going to be just about Bitcoin. We are really excited about Bitcoin because we're all avid users, and we're all learning from each other how to become more financially healthy and have a nice financial diet in Bitcoin and in fiat if you're trying to exit. But point in case, guys, it's going to be the fundamentals, everything you want to know about this growing economy, world of cryptographic exchange, and this code, this blockchain code, okay?
Did you hear that, guys? That's awesome. Rico's going to do like 3 to 4 shows every week. Let's hope you can keep that up.
Yeah.
How long are your shows going to be? What do you think?
Well, the shows are probably going to be pretty short. They're probably going to be 10 to 15 minutes long. We're going to go over each part of different parts of, if you want to talk about the mining aspects, if you want to talk about the coding, if you want to talk about who started it, okay? Because every single part will be different. And that's why I want to do a lot of different shows shortly, because we can talk about the pioneers, we can talk about the trailblazers that are happening right now, the projects, and I'm going to give you guys news. It's going to be rapid fire, and it's going to be short shows, but I do think it would be nice to do a one conversation show where people can get on maybe during the end of the week on a Friday, if we've had 3 or 4 shows during the week, and that way people can kind of be like, okay, I thought this was really interesting, but I didn't really get this. And if they have questions, they can talk about the idea of, like, when you have consensus on the actual network, like the idea that everybody gets a part and say, and those people running a node are responsible. So you guys in the chat and watching are responsible as well, because we need you. It's not just about listening anymore. We need your input. We need to know what you understand and don't understand, because this is about us giving you information, but we can't learn better if we don't get responses back. So this is going to be an exciting time for people to become participants. And that's what I'm advocating a lot now, because what it is the world has so much work to be done. And the first thing you can do is just understand the fundamentals. Because when you get the fundamentals, you can do extremely good amounts of work. As my dad said, he's a mechanic. He says, with the right tool, you can do anything, all right? And it's true. You literally, your brain is a tool. You can figure out how to unlock and rewire your brain to do things that you never thought, whether it's playing the piano, the guitar, learning how to run a marathon, learning how to meditate, learning how to use different types of currencies, or speaking a different language. So I'm excited to share this content with you guys. I'm excited to have you guys on as well. If you have questions, I'd like to highlight them in the show. And you guys are also welcome to Twitter me at Rico Report. Very simple, at RICO-REPORT. And you can also follow me on YouTube if you want. It's a great place to find me. I've been working with Max. I've been working with Nico, Alexis, Crypto Raphael, and we've got a whole new little office that Nico set up for us to discuss documents and have the team all together in one place, which is really exciting because I know that you and Max are quite currently moving a lot, and so it's nice that we can all get all together in one space. So yeah, thank you for having me on board.
Awesome, Rico. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And as Rico said, it's all about the participation. You guys tell us what you want to see and give us your questions. You can even send us questions before the show when you know it's coming, and we'll be sure to address those. Like sometimes people send questions beforehand, but you can do it more. You can have a well thought out question on any kind of topic actually, and you can just send it to us, and then we'll just address it in a suitable position. But yeah, like I'm super excited how this is growing right now. I've just this week I've had 3 different content creators report to me, and you are one of them. So we will be launching another one tomorrow, which is going to be a blog actually. It's not going to be a video, and we're going to launch another video show next week. And I'm just not yet ready to reveal what those are exactly, but I'll get back to you tomorrow for sure on the release on the blog. So.
Yep, and I wanted to give people confirmation. So be looking out for the live feed. We probably won't be doing a live feed a lot, so that's kind of the idea. Is it's just short content. But I am going to be doing the first episode with Max Hillebrand, and he's going to be probably in and out of the project as Nico will be as well. And really, essentially, we're all part of this project. So there may be shows that other people are doing that know this information much better. Or have just a grasp on it better to acknowledge it, and I'll probably just be sitting next to you guys as I hand over the mic. So that being said, I do believe the first episode, which will be a tiny bit longer, maybe like a half hour, will be in the next 48 to 72 hours, so the next 2 days. So it should be either out tonight or by tomorrow night, which I'm excited for. And it'll just be a quick show. Just to give you guys an intro, and I'm interested in to hear what comes out in the first show, if we go into ideals or technical aspects or a little bit of both. So
Great, that's exciting. So I'm running out of batteries, so I need to run. But yeah, definitely check out Rico's stuff. Remember to check out his show in 2 days. I'll be giving the streaming keys for Rico, so I'll trust him with those, and he can just do it on his convenience. And same goes for other new content creators. We have this office room that Rico mentioned, that we're going to schedule our shows there, so there's no overlap. And yeah, in the not so distant future, maybe we have an like 24/7 network going on. People doing shows from all around the world, especially with the World Crypto Network that we're working together with as well. So I hope this really takes off and people start making more content. So super excited on that. If you guys want to reach me, you can reach me on Twitter, Omnifin, double N at the end. And of course, in Telegram, I'm pretty active. So you can reach me there on the Konsensus RY group and a couple other groups as well. So definitely get in touch if you want to make shows, if you want to help us, if you have any ideas, what should we do? If we're doing, if you think something we do is stupid, you can just tell us that, and then we'll just maybe reflect and then try to be less stupid. And yeah, pretty much keep up the good spirits and take care, guys. Thanks for
See you later.
See ya.
Later.